like the sun. We will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come. We will rise like the sun. I will never run. We will fight. Fight till we won. We will bite. We will smite all through the night. We never sleep. Never rest. Put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed. Self-confessed. Self-professed. Divinity. Nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry. But we will not beat your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We will be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. Tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate. Through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander. Infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. I said we're done.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Fumble, folks, with the Rapid Riders, our long-form D&D campaign set in our homebrew world of Osasris. My name is Sam, I am your DM, and these are our Rapid Riders. Let's introduce them. Bree.
Hi, I'm Bree, and I play Dyanna, who is a sun elf, bard of eloquence, and a wizard, Bladesinger. That's the one. Yes, and she's there.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
Very tempted to She does look very,
Hot
very
one.
cool.
The
hot
shorter
one.
hot one.
Yeah, they're both hot. Which one? The
We'll get to
smaller
the
one.
taller. Yeah. We'll get to the taller hot one in a second, but Ben.
Hello, I am not the taller hot one. Hi, I'm Ben. I'm playing Zeke Boomdiggles, the quite literally opposite of tall hot one, of tiny ugly one.
Oh, no. They're a bit sweaty, but you know.
I mean,
Sweaty.
me or Zeke?
Both. Literally.
So yeah, I'm playing Zeke Boomdiggles, the half gnome, half dwarf, half monk, half warlock. No longer an active alcoholic, but a recovering alcoholic.
Yay.
And all around, generally a piece of shit that's trying to not be as much a piece of shit anymore.
Yes.
We'll find out how that goes.
We will. It's going well. Doran.
Hi, I'm Doran. I play a lovable half-giant halite, aka the big, tall, sexy one.
Yeah.
I am a Goliath, half-human. I'm also a barbarian, fighter, rogue.
So far.
So far.
So far, hey, we aren't finished yet.
Yeah, we're not finished yet.
Gotta
Just
class
wait
them
until we
all.
level up. No,
Gotta catch them all. It's so true.
I need to be smart for that.
Isn't my destiny? Hell light.
Hey, careful, we'll copyright for that one.
That's how I...
Cool. Very thanks to Cologneonmybutthole for subscribing again, tier 1. I know
You just had to say it. Just
What a
had
name.
to say it.
So thank you for clone on my butthole.
Do
Phil.
you have cologne on
Hi.
your butthole?
I felt I am playing Dunstan Dewey Fairfoot. He is part halfling, part dew elf. He is the ranger of the party. Dabbled, taking a little level of rogue in there, but there's reasons he's not. He's the furthest from a roguish person you could probably imagine. Really, he is. He is a swarm keeper. So he has a host of burbs at his disposal to, kind of Mary Poppins-esque, but also like they cut the bits out of Mary Poppins where she used the birds to kill her enemies. So whereas my character does that a lot more often. Disney,
Wow.
you're not going to cut the rest for that, right?
Ah,
But yeah, that's Dewey.
Cool. And last but not least, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I am playing Taxes, the human of the group, the rogue inquisitor, and now monk wearer stripes of the group as well. A humble little,
Yeah.
humble little
Homebrew.
subclass. That's
yeah.
sick. That's all you need to know.
Ooh, you need
Until
all you
later,
will ever
when we
know.
find out everything. Until later, until we reveal everything,
Yes.
like the product that it is.
But until then, we rejoin our rapid riders. They have taken refuge in the mountain fort built upon the mine that Siege and his comrades reclaimed from the Empire. Aware that there is a blood oath of vengeance against them from the River Reeve, Bladesinger, Marinea Atebi, who is coming for you. But does not appear to know where you are just yet, as you have taken refuge here. The party briefly split before reforming at the mines. Unfortunately, Halite needed to go on their own quest, a personal journey, and so the party is once again still not fully together. Halite, as you are, yes, as you are working with Grit, the giant goat carrying you up the mountain, appears to be the personal mount of Siege, your companion. They have carried you about as far as they're going to be able to. You find a reasonable place to leave them behind and look to the rest of the ascent, which is going to be a lot of just uphill climbs. Something that Grit might be able to manage, but probably not whilst carrying you at the same time, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna quickly write a quick note, quick letter, and shove it in his saddle, in his harness, and send Grit on his way. Thanks, buddy, for helping me this far. Make it home safe, okay?
And just begins trotting their way back down towards the camp. You can see, from your vantage point, you can see it in the really far distance down. Just a hive of activity amongst the quiet of these mountains. Can you make me a survival check for the next leg of this journey?
I can. Give me 1 minute, because I didn't have D&D Beyond open, because I'm not a professional.
That's absolutely fine.
Lies.
We're all professionals here.
Roll profession.
Roll profession.
Oh, professional.
But yeah, this is you sort of picking your way through.
14.
What is this? 14. Yeah, so you're picking your way through like what is a safe route versus like slightly more difficult or at least treacherous. So it's going to slow your journey. It's not necessarily going to cause you to like fall off to your death, but you'll have to go about extra bit slower to make sure that it doesn't happen. On a 14, you make good headway. It's about sort of a day's travel of what you'd predicted rather than anything exceptionally beyond or less than that. You think you're maybe a day or two still from the summit, having already traveled a couple of days at this point. But you're making your way up to the top of this mountain, and you aren't being slowed necessarily. It's getting super fucking cold. Like, you have cold resistance, and you are still having to embrace the fact that that's not going to carry you forever, because it is the start of winter, and you are climbing one of the tallest mountains in the Empire. At least top 10.
As it starts to get really chilly, I slow down a bit and just close my eyes and just like think of home. How it's like it's not the same level of coldness, but it's getting closer, and it's bringing back some memories for Halline.
Yeah.
And he's gonna wrap his like owlbear cloak slightly closer to him.
Okay. A little further down the mountain, back in the mines, Siege's mines, the rest of the party, I believe we left them with the reunification of the party, apologies of leaving, but also recognition that they had to do it, and sort of that was the day. Sort of highlights maybe a day ahead of you guys here, as you are, you are. No, it should be about the right time. Time is weird when you split the party. About the same time when you're on this day, have reunited, and are taking stock of what you have here, what you want to do, what you want to progress to do from here, if that makes sense. Awesome. So I know what some of you want to do. Who wants to go first?
So if none of them have anything particular they want to do, I am going to go and try and find Siege, if I could, please.
Okay. They are not hard to find. They are taking charge for most of the day spent at the anvils. You see 2 pristine anvils, clearly of Empire make, as this place was an Empire mine, and they needed to supply their own tools from what they were mining. There are still tools being made for people who continue to mine these depths, but there is a lot more else being made here. Arms, armor, and you see Siege has taken, is still wearing their full armor, despite the fact that it must be heavy, but is hammering down on some steel that they have taken out as red hot, as they sort of look up to you, sort of breaking the sort of the trance of like focus and just see you. They throw the looks like some kind of blade in work into the sort of cooling trough. So you've come back.
Come back with your friends.
My allies.
Noted. Question.
Of course.
How many able-bodied do you actually have here that are capable of scouting?
30 or so. Scouting is something they could do.
How many are capable of being trained into various disciplines?
Most were here as miners. Most didn't want to be here as miners. They had all kinds of skills, but the Empire sees a dwarf and they see somebody they need to throw in a tunnel. So, I would recommend that there are a good few people I know are better with the land than they are inside of it, or on top of the land. That makes sense. Most of them have been foraging for us, getting food in, berries, nuts, whatever they can from the land to feed us. Keeping half an eye out. The guards, people that we've posted to keep watch, they are also people that probably know what they're doing in that regard. You'll find that people are quite happy to turn their hand at anything here, though.
And are there any loose chains? Loose links, so to speak? Anyone who would be better served in a different role?
I don't have loose links in my chain.
Good to know. Not trying to pry. Genuinely trying to ask. Could I get the names of the ones that, or the aliases of the ones that you're using for scouting missions?
There's little lead for aliases here. We all plan to go out swinging. Doesn't matter if someone else knows our name in the grave.
You and me both, brother.
He gives you names of 3 people who've been regarded as foragers and hunters, and there are 10 names that he points out. It's impossible to sort of remember them all by just off, but certainly you would recognize the names. So a total of 13 people who are guards or like these forager hunter people. One of them, no, you wouldn't recognize the names here, but you've just shown up, so why would you? But you recognize them pointing towards someone, this orcish woman, Ruella, who is standing at guard still, at the sort of standard post in front of the gate. That's the only person that you've like even interacted with so far.
Mm-hmm. Can I try and find Dewey and Taxes? And then, presuming that the elf is currently very deep into her book at the moment, we'll grab her at some point later to get her. Yes.
Yeah, I also want a group team meeting.
Sick. So
yeah.
So yes, then if you aren't in your magic book,
I am not in my magic book.
Wonderful.
I am out of the book, and I am yeah.
Dyanna takes getting lost in a good book a little bit too
literally.
too literally.
It's quite literal, isn't it? Yeah. Yes.
I'm just gonna try and grab them all and go. Okay. Gonna lay all my cards out on the table here. I was gonna be a soldier. Didn't get to be one. I do know some things about organizing people. That is about as much as my extent of my knowledge goes. You 3 are all really, really talented people. You can hide pretty much anywhere. You can hide pretty much within any one. And you can hide pretty much where... I'm saying you
Giggity.
Actual stealth, social stealth, and forest stealth.
Oh, okay, I did not get that. Okay, cool. I was like, nice. I can, correct. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. We've got about 13 people here who are currently not assigned to any tasks.
Okay. Should take some of them out and see who's going to be good out there, so we can get people keeping an eye on paths and roads and stuff like that.
Not just that. I think if we're going to do this, we need to do this properly. It's all well and good having an army, but it's even better if you've got an army within their army.
What?
You talking about trying to teach
Spark,
them to be more
like
sneaky
you,
and put them
like
in
Tax.
the
be able to walk in amongst the towns and the cities and get information like we can. Obviously not as skilled as you are.
Yeah,
But the more years we have, the more eyes we have, the more information we get, and a war is won on information. You can have 1,000 swords and 1,000 shields, but if you don't know when the enemies come in, that doesn't help anyone.
Yeah.
What we have at the moment is we have a severe lack of information about anything. We don't know troop movements. We don't know supply lines. I think that's what we need.
Have we asked
an army experience?
Have we asked whether they know, or they have anyone doing that?
From what Siege just said, it's the people that are here making the stuff, and then literally,
I mean,
and
there was
in the Harriers. And
there was the guy in the guard that was supplying them information, but after Vexation had to hide out, if there's we need to be able to find out if we can trust him or not.
Yeah, that's
So-
another thing. Who's the mole?
It would be the most obvious choice, but I don't know. I don't know enough about this guy to know if he's the one that would have done that.
Keep an eye out for yourself. There's going to be a lot of people that once this information gets out are going to assume that it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's
it's
the
not
kind of
fine.
generalization we're trying to stop
Silly.
in this world.
Ever since
What?
coming to this place, I just get stared at.
Well, look at you. Hot.
We don't know that.
Fully.
I know that.
coverage.
I know that. I know. Hey, by the way, she's hot. Yeah.
Not my type.
Not your type. I was gonna say, how much on the priority list is finding this mole? If there is one. Are they here? Are they somewhere else?
If the mole knows where we are, then we'll find out very soon. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
The only way to find out is if there is a mole is to let them continue leaking information, unfortunately. And until we establish there is one, we can't start falsifying information to potential
Yeah, I
allies.
was gonna say.
Again, part of that help is going to be getting people back in the town that can get information that we trust, that can get information back to us.
So I think the best thing that we can all do now, before we go off to that ball, is start setting up some training.
Yeah.
And doing
And,
what we think people are good at.
Yeah, I think maybe sending these untrained guys in to be spies is a little dangerous.
Oh, no, not yet. I'm not talking
No.
now. I'm talking 6 to 8 months down the line.
Yeah. In the meantime,
I'll
they
be in a place that can
definitely
do that.
need we need to train them up. We need to practice. We need to, yeah.
We need a montage.
And
Yeah.
Taxes, did you manage to inventory all of that stuff that you were going to do?
Yeah, I imagine I spent most of the day going around stuff.
We had some wine. It was great.
Great.
It was.
Glided out, had some wine.
Yeah. Because last
Taxes
time.
writing everything down. Dyanna just like having wine and talking about things and be
Yeah,
like,
it was
"Oh, yeah,
assassin.
there's 4 of these things, whatever they are."
Yeah, because last week we were like, oh, let's just go grab a drink, and it's like it's midday. Woo! Yeah.
Exactly
Okay.
what happened.
Exactly
Drink
what
it.
happened. You inventoried. I had lots of wine. So yeah.
And I inventoried how much wine you had. So
Yeah,
I kept track of
exactly.
the amount.
Sam, can I get the equipment inventory for that? Just even if it's just generalization, I want to know how they're intended on kitting themselves.
You see that they have easily a longsword and an axe per person that they have here, as well as a surplus of maybe 20 at the moment. Going through Tax's books, it looks like a lot of the iron they bring up to make to steel is going back down into the mine as tools, as supports, as nails to hold the supports, if that makes sense. They are continuing to mine this mountain. You also, I think Taxes would make an investigation check, Taxes, as you're looking at the sort of a food.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help? I'm drunk.
You can, but you would impose
disadvantage.
Okay,
I
that's fair.
I got a 25. Please don't do that.
Okay, what about this? No? Okay.
What about
no,
these?
there are-
Nom, 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 nom.
You try to take stock of like numbers, like boots on the ground. There are 6 miners down there. You've noticed that food going in there looks to be like sometimes there are miners that just come up and join people for meals. Sometimes people just choose to stay down there and mine. And it's only been a couple of days, but those numbers don't add up. It looks like it's not like there's loads more people down there, but it looks like there's 1 or 2 more people down there than the numbers would suggest.
Is that the food?
It looks like the food going down there is maybe an extra 1 or 2 people's worth, and that's consistent across like meal times.
So we're estimating about 35 people. That's what I'm
Maybe it's
trying.
not the thing.
Because there's 13.
I can tell you the numbers that you've been told of.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to establish.
You have been told about exactly 29 people here by my numbers.
Is that
Not
not
including the Harriers and yourself.
Called it. My math was right. God damn.
So Siege makes the 30th, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Of people who were originally here.
Right. But there are 2 extra meals going out per day.
It looks 1 or 2. Like there are food rations going down there, but don't seem to be accounted for by the miners that are down there.
Will you investigate that one day?
Like
Think about
now.
if people are taking like now. Like
Like
think out like now, okay.
I'm just saying.
Like either someone's pinching food or people are lying to us.
Someone's being greedy.
Is there
Or-
any form of? Is there any? Sorry, carry on. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
Sorry, it all caught up for me very quickly.
Yeah.
Nobody was talking, and then all of a sudden, just bleh.
Yeah. Okay. How do you find out who? Oh, can you when we have dinner again, can you see if someone's taking extra or if they're taking it somewhere else?
I mean, I can keep an eye out on
You
it.
can see things that I can't see.
Would they have any animals down there that are like pulling mine carts and things like that?
Yeah, but they'd have animal food and not our food, so.
Okay.
Something to keep an eye out on.
I don't know what you're talking about, he says, getting a handful of oats and giving some to a bird on his shoulder and then taking a few pumpkin seeds or whatever.
You so
okay.
have synthesizers.
Yeah, or chlamydia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ironically, Dewey is the one who has chlamydia.
The boring way.
The boring way, from a bird.
Regardless.
There was no armor accounted for in there whatsoever.
No, I just that's the point I got to. Sorry,
Okay,
armor is accounted for on the racks. It seems like they are trying to make plates. Have gotten to a point of making breastplates for everybody. People don't wear them all the time unless they are Siege, because he likes wearing his armor all the time apparently. And they're slowly working those breastplates into half plates with intentions of making them into full plate sets of armor for individuals.
With that, then I'm gonna go to come with me and go back over to Siege.
Okay.
That is that's immediately beginning to worry me.
Who did you say? Sorry, you went a bit robotic.
Sorry, I'm gonna grab I'm gonna ask if Taxes will come with me over to Siege, because the things that I have been inventoried is worrying me a little bit.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I mean, I'm gonna call it here. I bet Siege is number one. I'm just suspicious.
Yeah. No, maybe. Who of the Harriers are not here right now? Is it Dawn and Dusk? They're not here.
Dawn and Dusk are the only sort of named members that you have met and aren't here.
Should we all have a guess who the mole is?
Is there a reason why they're not here? Because I
No,
thought
you didn't see them after. The last time you saw them was before the droppings, before the big herald caused a shitstorm, and you got out of there.
yeah.
You just haven't seen them since. It could be that they just scattered to the wind. It could be that they tried to get in contact and thought, well, if people are coming, we better hide. Or, yeah, it could be the worst.
It's been about a fortnight. Basically.
I didn't get any of that. I'm sorry.
It's been about a fortnight, I think it said.
Yeah, about a fortnight, 3 weeks.
No, around week 2. Because we were traveling for a week.
You were traveling.
Travel to Benalicia, travel back from Benalicia, then travel.
That was the travel to Benalicia on the road at full pace in a horse-drawn cart was, I believe, a couple of days there, a couple of days back, even 3 days total. I think we might have said, because so it's been maybe 10 days since you've seen them. Time flies.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 days.
Yeah.
I'm trying to purposely make it keeping all the time
continuity and time frames are a little bit fucked, but yeah.
I'm gonna go over the seasons. Can I ask a couple of questions about the choices of stuff you're making? Okay. Why breastplates? Why iron or steel longswords and axes? Why not spears and things that are easier for untrained civilians to use?
Breastplates, because we have metal, and because it suits people better, whether they are stronger or more dexterous in general.
I agree with that. That's understandable.
Working up to full plates and half plates for those who can actually wear them.
That's fair.
And then longswords in general, because the iron. How much do you know about blacksmithing?
Only a little bit. My mother dated a blacksmith for a while, but not enough to.
Okay.
I understand the basics of the forging process.
Okay. We could make spearheads. It would be less iron, but the whole of it would be less secure than lions, and also the problem there would be the hafts. We have to send most of our wood down into the mine to hold it up. We have to send a lot of wood into the forge to keep it going, and very little of that is actually suitable to act as a haft for a spear.
Understandable.
It would snap. We don't have a great deal of resources for that out here in the mountains. Short swords, certainly, useful, but most of the dwarves here tend to favour the longsword. Just a choice I made.
Okay.
Axes are useful outside of combat as well. They can be used to A, give us more wood, and B, be used as a weapon. As long as people are using them right and keeping them sharp. His eyes flit to somebody in the background as he says that. Not a breaking activity, but clearly everybody knew who he was talking about when he said.
So again, I'm asking genuinely out of curiosity, not as a try to disparage. I am trying to understand the exact situation that he finds himself in.
You gather that this is the choice he made mostly from resources, but also as a group vote of these are the weapons we would like to be making. And they are the most transferable, because even if you haven't wielded a sword, you might well have wielded an axe, so it's worth making them for people. And a longsword tends to be the sort of standard make of people who have imperial training of any capacity, and it's presumed that a lot of the imperial conscripts might come up, not conscripts, that is a specific word, the Imperial indent soldiers might come over to the side, and it would be worth having weapons that they were used to. But certainly, yeah, you are far more familiar with a short sword. That was the sort of standard military issue of Bladesinger, and you were more familiar with a short spear. It's not like they can't make them, certainly can, but it's a bit more resource heavy for the spear because wood is a commodity.
Yes, which is what I was trying to establish, is how barren of haftable wood is this area.
Yeah, I mean, you can look around and see that there are lots of gorse bushes that right at the hilt might have something, right at the roots might have something that can make something semi-straight if it's thick enough. But actual wood to craft like a decent haft that won't snap. You can see a couple of trees on the horizon. They look a bit small. You can see a lot more stumps on the horizon. You would need to know a bit more about blacksmithing to know what kind of wood you wanted. And you would need to know either nature or survival to know where they might grow and where you can go and get some of them.
Certainly. Can I use my stone cunning, though, to do something else?
You may.
I'm going to turn to him because obviously his name is Siege.
His name is pseudonym. His
pseudonym. I mean, I'm always going to call him Siege, regardless of what his actual name is, because it's easier for me to remember.
Yep.
The actual borders of this encampment. What is the current fortifications like?
I've described them before. They're roughly, I think it's 8 foot high walls.
8 foot high. But is it wooden palisade? Is it just an assembly of stone blocks that have just been piled on top of each other? Is it got Greek cement or Roman cement in it? Is it like is it mud wall?
Make a stone cunning check. This would be
regular D20 plus
your proficiency. Yeah.
Where's my proficiency? Been a while since I've looked at our sheet. Roll. Or don't roll, either or. I'll do it myself. That's a soft 20.
Soft 20. Okay. Here's the issue. I do vet stuff in my day job. I don't know what a Roman or a Greek wall, whichever one you just said.
Fair enough. Okay.
They have made a rudimentary cement or mortar. You remember? Well, you don't remember, but the party as a whole were told that was the thing that they took the longest to crack. Before that, it looks like they had a foundation of just like piled rubble wall. They cleared that and are continuing to clear it in some sections, and have stone blocks with a mortar in there solidly. They've tried to keep it uniform, like width, but in some places they clearly just had to throw stones in sort of the gaps and rely on the mortar. It's not a pristine wall. It's not like the walls of Benalicia that were built by architects. These are built by dwarves who knew their stone, had limited resources, and did what they could with it.
So, but more what I'm trying to establish is if you took a battering ram to it.
If you took a battering,
how long is it going to take a ram to get through?
You don't think like a battering ram is going to just like break through straight away. The mortar looks pretty solid. It looks like it probably just needed a resource, and they finally found how to either simulate or get their holds on that resource. They are about 5 foot thick, so a battering ram, like full, like held by 6 Goliaths, working heavily at it without any harrowment from like arrows raining down on them. Maybe it might take them a couple of minutes to create a sizable gap in there. It's not going to blow over in a gust of wind.
Cool. That's cool. That's basically my I'm going full soldier mode with it.
Yeah. What you do appreciate with your soldier sort of military background is the gate, as I described it before, is very makeshift. It's made of wood, so it's light enough to move back and forth. But currently, 6 Goliaths and a battering ram could take that out in just a couple of hits. Yeah.
Yeah. It's me to go. Right, I need to get high.
Oh,
Take all the tension out of the moment. Why don't you get internet?
Hey, I
So,
wouldn't know anything about that.
no, I know. So I'll turn and go, okay, highlight, we need to.
oh.
Okay. Siege, have you got someone strong who can carry some big timber if we go looking for some decent logs?
Who's gonna
Um,
carry
is-
your wood? Oh no.
Siege is going to look down at the anvil in front of him. Yeah, he's just going to just lift it off of the ground. You can see where it's like sucked into the ground and mud around it, and then just back onto the ground. It clearly strained him, but in the show of I be strong, it does the job.
Buddy, I understand you're strong, but you're also kind of important to,
Could have just
the
said
fu-
yes.
the smelting bit. So
I have a couple of miners who are definitely strong, but most of them are dwarves. So you might be looking more for more orcs for the alpha
I
builds
agree.
they have on them.
I'm stronger than I look. I just need someone who can help me carry them.
Taxes?
Both of our lumberers are pretty good. They are orcs. One of our cooks, although he will be sorely missed, so don't take him too long.
Mind if I grab one of your lumberers?
Absolutely. He points over to a corner where you see there's like a stack, like the stack of this. This is wood that, again, could be used as weapon handles, especially short ones, but long hafts not going to do the job. And it's not like these great logs that have been lumbered over here. At the very most, you have like the size of probably the size of your head, enough that you could cut them into reasonable logs to fuel a fire, or provide support from mine.
Cool. I'm gonna go turn and say thank you, and then go. Oh, one last question before you go back to your work. When we're out there, are we expecting anyone else?
Most of the beasties we've chased away.
What happened to daylight and nighttime, or whatever their names are?
Dusk and dawn.
That's the ones.
I don't know.
Not expecting them.
Last I saw them was probably a day before you got back.
Might want to have a chat with Vex. She's got some ideas that need to be kept in tighter circles.
Okay, I'll talk to Vex.
And I'll say that just about loud enough that I know that
Yeah.
I can hear me saying it.
Awesome. Thanks for trusting me with that.
And again, I've said it with taxes around as well to, make a point of.
What insight him? I don't
Do you-
fucking
do you-
know.
Did you talk to him about the battering, like your idea of like how strong these walls and battering rams and that kind of thing? No,
I asked for what I see of it.
Yeah, cool.
All I've done is I've asked what his rationale is for doing specific things. I have not actually asked him to do anything in particular, because
you gather there is some military. Fair enough. There is some military intelligence behind it, and there's a lot of resource scarceness behind it as well. That's what we established. Cool.
Then I'm gonna go with a lumberer at some point to try and go probably half a day's walk away and get some decent fellable trees that are decent enough that you could, if we were to split the trunk at probably about 6 to 8 foot intervals directly in half, and I think Sam has gone before I carry on, because that's a very uncomplimentary fence.
Yeah.
More sneaking on.
Come back to us.
Summon DM.
Summon DM! Help us, chat. Summon DM.
Summon Siege.
I do believe in fairies. I do
Summon
believe in
Fumble.
fairies.
I do believe in furries. I do believe in furries.
Sam,
Good.
come back. It's been too long. Now.
Oh,
So-
no.
Now. Oh no.
Summon Vet.
There
Oh,
he
it
is.
worked.
There he is. That took.
that
Hello.
was-
It took too long. That was too long.
First one of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Yes.
My friends.
How much did you hear?
I do believe in fairies. I do believe.
Did you?
You weren't even here. When
You
we
weren't
got
even
this-
here.
I've
Oh,
got-
it was.
I've got the
Oh,
stream
right.
on.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, one day or so, or a couple of days to find somewhere where you're going to get decent enough wood to try and make. I mean, I didn't know what you're going to try and like. What you're aiming to.
I'm wanting to completely rebuild that gate.
Okay, some hardwood that's going to be suitable for plank formation, sort of buttressing kind of thing. Okay,
I'm also going to ask Siege at some point to basically make iron bucklers that go around the logs to basically provide them with structural support. But again, the things that is me going medieval nerding stuff.
Yeah,
rather
these are
than-
things that you would have seen that people did, rather than you actually know how to do it yourself. You're like,
Oh yeah, I have no idea
I-
how to actually do it.
with a
myself.
military
I have no
background, I
idea.
saw that this is the kind of things that people were doing. I have no idea how, but
Mhm.
but you like this is a. I mean, not to stereotype dwarves, but there are a lot of craftspeople here who are good at their crafts and are doing what they're doing currently because they have been plucked from their home, shipped to the other side of the continent, and told that you mine now, and they're at least glad not to be back in the mines. So you might well find some craftspeople here.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to spend my next couple of days doing, because I'm not going to be any good at training anyone, because I can't teach anyone to throw magic out of my fist when I don't even know how I do it, or be an alcoholic.
You go with an orc gentleman named Slugich, and you you ask for kind of tree, and they sort of say, yeah, we can try and get that done. I know a copse that might be the kind of wood we're looking for. And yeah, you guys head off into the wilds. What are other people doing with their time? Apart from climbing a mountain.
I know what I want to do, but just the other two want to do something?
I would, running on Siege and Zeke's conversation about people that would want that we could consider taking out. I'd like to take like a group of them to coincide with whenever people would go hunting. To essentially do it in sort of the like a nearby area as like a little starter scouting session to help hunt and to try like tracking, finding game that we can get for the mine, that kind of thing, to start their training and sort of like to pick out people who look like they're going to be good at that kind of thing.
Okay. I'd like you to make me a survival check to guide these people through how to track animals, how best to sort of conceal yourself from them, like making sure you're downwind of them, making sure you are able to sneak up on them in a safe way. And then after that, we'll do an insight check as you sort of gather who's going to be particularly good at this kind of thing, who's a quick learner, who's a quick, who's encouraged, who's just the kind of person who's just here and scared and doesn't particularly want to be doing any of this. Yeah.
Well, I mean, part of that's Dewey, but he is so used to having spent most of his life being told what to do. It's quite weird for him telling other people what to do. So he's very polite about it. 16 plus. Survival check's the first one, yeah?
Yes.
19.
19. You're fairly competent at what you do here. You like are able to pick up tracks, and others like in the group, like some of them, like clearly they sort of knew what they were doing and instructing the others, but none of them were rangers by any capacity. You teach them sort of how to hold bows in a way that is going to, well, how to store them on the back in a way that's going to involve them like falling off less, wearing down less. Teaching them that really you only string the bow when you are sort of preparing to fire. It makes it a lot more transportable. You look at the bows; some of them are in dire need of either just a full new bow, which is going to involve some proper wood, which is difficult to come around by here. You don't have as much experience hunting in the mountains. They're able to teach you a few things as well about what they've learned from their homeland as well as quite a mountainous region. But you are able to quickly adapt that and say, okay, yes, this lesson, thank you for teaching me this, and here's how we then use it as a hunter. This is just things that they knew from their childhood, essentially. You're turning them into proper hunters, and by the end of the day, or by the end of this
I
training,
make sure that I'm super attentive to any advice that they're giving me as well, and be very grateful for that as well, to make sure that I'm not just some bloody newcomer coming in. Look at him, he looks like a little boy. What's he gonna
yeah, pretty much. 12. But yeah, after a sort of training montage, as you will, you are very much able to pick up a few tricks for yourself, as well as teach them some of the more like fundamentals of like, here's what I learned about how you do this in a way that is best for hunting animals, whereas a lot of them were just very much here's the safest way to traverse mountains, and combining that style into the uniqueness that is hunting in these regions. And together, you become a lot more proficient. There are no complaints as bigger game and more variety of game and useful plants come in as well. Not just things to be eaten, but things that are useful for making a cord rope, things that are useful for weaving in small amounts just to make sort of a bandage of some kind. Mostly just from sort of like large leaves, but you recognize them here and like, oh yeah, this is very similar to a plant further downhill. That sort of sharing of natural knowledge, works really well.
Cool. What was the next check?
And then insight check, because this is the sort of group of foragers and hunters, which is 3 people. So make an insight check to see like, okay, who's like here to learn more and have.
I've rolled a 16 again, so that is 19 again.
19. You see that 2 of these individuals are very much like, let's use what we're learning here to feed our people so that we can better fight the Empire. And they are keen to sort of learn that extra knowledge. One of them is very much like, this is a job that I was okay at, and I just want to live. And I'm doing this day to day, and I'm glad that there's the efficiency and rules of this place, because otherwise I would be panicking. They're not bad at what they do at all, but their motivation is not to feed the army to fight the Empire. It's just, I want to live, and that's why they're here. So they might not be the most receptive to, hey, want to be a spy? They just want to live. They just want to get food. They want to get food, be useful, and then live. But 2 of them are very much like, if I can be more useful, point me in how I can do that. That would be a dwarf woman and a half orc, half dwarf man.
If you've got names down there, then I will take their names. If not, I'll write them down later.
Let's have a look in the magical name generator, shall we?
Great.
They would have both grown up in a dwarvish culture.
All I imagine is hunter and forest, and that's it.
So these are weird names and I don't like them. Actually, that's not it. Remel, Remel, for the half orc, half dwarf man. And then the dwarf woman is called Jaguna, Jaguna, Jaguna.
All right, I'll make sure I take note of that and And yeah. Okay, cool. Training! Yeah! Build a rebellion!
Rebellion. Cool. Taxes. I know what Dyanna wants to do.
Yeah.
So what taxes probably do in between doing all the stock checks and all that nonsense? Should probably go and start training to do more monk-like stances, try and combine it with Vogue, and trying to be methodical about it. So
Okay.
she'll probably try train it herself and then start trying to show others how to sort of take their time and look around rather than just acting on instinct sort of situation
Okay.
while she's doing these all training things herself.
You start going through the poses, and it becomes pretty apparent to you, not like from like just intuition, but also people tell you a lot of these stances. People here have learnt from Kyle as a trainer here. Not like everybody here is a level 1 monk, just a how to throw a punch and not immediately break your fist is something that people are used to. And this sort of like gentle like flow of like how to center yourself in a very like panicked area is something that people have picked up on here, especially with the pressures of this place, like work, and then relax, and then you're working in the morning. People have really cottoned on to this idea of like, no, take some time, meditate, restore yourself, go. The stuff that is absolutely new to them is the how to take awareness of your surroundings, reading people, and reading their vulnerabilities. That is something that is new to these people, and they are lapping it in. Anything you can teach them about how best to fight an enemy and what to look for in terms of weak points, absolutely. Everybody here has, well, not everybody here, but a lot of people here are of a mind that we are here because we are actively rebels, because we killed the Taskmaster here, or we overcame the Taskmaster here, and we are going to not give up now just because we took out one set of guards. We are here and we are going to keep fighting this fight. So yeah, definitely take on anything you can teach them. I would say same as Dewey was training them with survival and sort of how to fight like that. How do you do a sort of teaching check for insight? I guess it would be if you can give me a insight check, because I think this would be a wisdom check regardless, and because you are an expert, I think that applies here.
Okay, that'll be a 16 at minimum, but okay.
16.
Yeah.
So you are able to like sort of go through like, okay, like student come up kind of thing. Like I'm reading here, I'm reading here, I'm reading here. Look at how they're holding their legs. That's the stance. If they have practiced fighter, here's how we know. Look at how they're holding their sword. Is it a firm, confident grip? And you're looking at your face as well. Are their eyes looking at you? Are their eyes looking around everywhere because they're panicked? Here's how you take advantage of panic. Here's how you take advantage of somebody who knows that they're in charge but has overconfidence with it. And you sort of work them through that, like the different styles of fighting and the different ways to get that not sneak attack, but get that advantage against somebody based on what you can read about their body language. It's not like everybody flocks and joins you in a big circle, but certainly quite a lot of people who are trying to train and have a moment between their work because it's dried up for some reason. There's not all coming up, or there's a break. Especially with the guards who are sort of this rotation to make sure somebody's on watch at all times. They are definitely paying a lot of attention to. Oh, okay, so that's how I do this. I was wondering about that. If that makes sense. Cool. Dyanna.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. I think with all this like hubbub and stuff going on, Diana's gonna like wander around and be like, oh god, everyone is like working and they have their thing, and she kind of looks around. She sees Siege, who is obviously very busy and who is giant, and I'm like, oh no, nope. And I'm kind of gonna look around for someone someone to spar with. Specifically Garrick. Or
Okay.
it depends. Like, is who else? Is everybody busy?
Good.
Huh?
Bard versus Bard.
Bard versus Bard. I think that wouldn't. I
Bard
don't think
off.
that would go. I think that would be very counterproductive.
You're
like
Bladesinger
meta-
now, so
Might well.
Yeah.
They're like
but,
Metapod versus
um,
Metapod. They all
yeah,
talk
I use
Ah.
chum.
Oh. Yeah.
There are people that you know here.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've named most of them just there that are not members
Yeah.
of a party. Most members of a party are here, just about. But Zeke and Halite are not.
Yeah.
You have seen this guard, Gruella, but she does not look like she's particularly martially efficient, although that's a guess. You have not met Kyle Van Sarai. They
Yeah.
have been around.
Definitely heard of that guy.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
over a few days here, learning that Taxes has done some monk shit. You have caught that name, and you've seen them training people in a similar area as Taxes has been training them.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely. Oh, someone's popped up. Right. Yeah. Definitely look around and kind of think about it and think that if Garrick is there, then they're probably Garrick.
Yeah, Garrick is definitely available. They are still getting into stock of, okay, how can I be useful here?
Yeah.
They have tried to try their hand at teaching people magic, and there doesn't seem to be this very good reception from people here.
Yeah, exactly.
No, this takes a lot of learning. There's not that much time free in the day to do this kind of thing.
I think that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. I'm looking around, and there's loads of blacksmiths and and stuff, and I'm like, this is not. I can't teach them anything. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you find them. They are trying to be useful somewhere, but failing.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think you find them cooking because that's something that can at least help chop onions and things like that.
Wow.
Wild onions, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just be like, hey, are you doing something really important right now?
No, and he pushes onions away, and you see Geary Hammerbeard just like, oh, not important. Hey, I'll never. And just takes the onions amateur work, and just keeps preparing the dinner. As Garrick's like, yep, let's go, let's leave.
But you
Didn't want to do it anyway. No, it's not important at all. What's on your mind? Hey.
Okay. You look like you were enjoying it. That's all.
You know what? There are other things that I could be probably doing that'd be a lot more useful. And I'll figure it out soon. I promise.
Yeah. Same. Everyone seems busy.
How is Yeah, everyone's doing something.
What are you saying?
I was just. Do you wanna do something?
Yes. Yeah. What?
With me?
What are you?
Yes. Oh, okay. What did you have in mind?
Yeah. So, not. Yeah. She kind of looks around a bit, and she's like, well, so people keep. I don't know if it's like a joke or something, but people keep saying that I'm like the face of the rebellion, which I don't think so. I'm doubting it, obviously. I talk a lot. I don't know, but I was thinking if other people think that, and then they actually see me fight, I can't really do that. So I was wondering if you would fight with me so I can practice. Not around other people that can see me probably fail. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can do that. Let me grab a weapon, I guess. Okay, let's do that. Not around other people.
Well,
no, it's fine. I'm just trying to think where.
Not like right in the middle of people.
No. I think there's a place, and he takes you to a place that some of you have been before. This sort of gravel training pit area inside the mine that doesn't see as much use now. But you have sort of more training facilities outside. Yeah, it's not a huge space. It's maybe 30-foot diameter, so 30-foot side to side. Is that tiny? It's not too tiny. Let me see. I have the map from the last bar session we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about 30-foot side to side. Yeah, do you wanna?
Yeah.
We get some armor on and okay. Let's let me kick your ass. Let's do it.
Okay, good, cool.
Alright. Full disclosure. Do you want me to hold back, or am I just gonna, beat the shit out of you? No? Okay,
Beat the shit out of me.
Alright, let's fucking go.
What's the point?
What's the point
if you're gonna hold back? What's the point?
Hey, you're about to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know this was gonna happen, so
sorry.
Shall we take a quick break and then we'll come back into it as we have a sparring session between Dyanna and Garrick.
Well, Sam builds a Garrick character sheet.
I have a Garrick character sheet. I do not have a gravel pit inside of a mountain.
Fair.
But I can make one. Thanks to... I don't think we're sponsored by them, but Incarnate's pretty good. So
Say, you were able to switch across either of the ones you made on Monday? Ben or Brie?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Ben's.
Yeah. If you have something for me, send it to me.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Almost as if it was planned.
Big brain.
Alright, cool. Shall we go to
You
break and
overestimate us.
Cool. Let's head on break, and when we come back, we will be crossing
a fight.
Rogue with Bard. See you soon.
Cool. Okay, cool. Bye.
The time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. Like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun, I will never run. We will fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test. The self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight. The end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian. All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop. Standing at the top of the hilltop, we will mock. Viciously, capriciously, we're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry, but we will not beat your door, you'll break. I said we're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break these chains. I said we're done. We won't be ripped apart, you will be burned and battle scarred. Tired of assault and bigotry, we'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate, through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander, infiltration, propaganda. After years there's finally resolution, it's time to start the revolution. I said we're done.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Rapid Riders. As our very own Dyanna has challenged or asked for a spar with Garrick, one of the Harley's Harriers, and an old ally, an old flame even.
Old ally.
There is a complicated history between these two, and yeah, Garrick is well up for a fight, in a mutual understanding that this is to help each other train. So it is Rogue Arcane Trickster versus Bard Wizard, Bard of Eloquence, Bladesinger Wizard. As you enter this arena, we are using a map created by our very own Ben, I believe, during the Bat Battle this Monday. If you haven't checked it out, check our VODs after the stream. You'll see, we do regular stuff with Incarnate, which is a fantastic map maker, which we use for a lot of our maps. I've used them for a lot of my maps as well. On the screen, you'll see Hero Forges as well for our characters, which I believe we use them for quite a lot as well. But now we can see on screen in this arena that some of the party have been in before. Those 3 posts in there, I'm going to say, are the 3 almost like mannequin training dummies of Empire soldiers in the sort of rusted, dented Empire armor that are sort of forming natural obstacles in this place as you take sides on separate areas. Do you wish to try and discuss a different position of starting? Or are you happy to start there? As Garrick would say, usually they don't see me coming, so this isn't quite...
No, well, you need to work with that, I suppose.
Suppose I do. All right. You see they flex. They have got leather armor on, studded leather. They have a short sword at their side, a short bow on their back, and various couple of daggers on them that they have prepared themselves for weapons that they have prepared here.
Okay.
They take out a very small book as well. Last thing, they take out a very small book and they leaf through it, nod to themselves, and they tuck it inside a breast pocket. As they are getting themselves ready to go. Arcane Trickster, got a little spell book.
Yeah. I have my very nicely fitted elven chain. Move the cat out the way, please. I have my very nicely fitted elven chain. I have my very sparkly sword. As well. I have a dagger, and I don't think I would have my rapier. Yeah. I kind of like lumber up a little bit, and am I allowed? Yeah, probably take my sword out. There's a cat. I was doing something else. I wasn't. Oh God, you're so cute.
I didn't get it.
I know.
No, wait, no, distracted. We're doing a stream. Right, sorry.
I'm gonna just okay.
I don't get demonetized by having a bot on the screen, so. She's not moving, is she?
Sorry. I'm also distracted by the fact that we had a redeemed name generator. I've written that down. There will be a dwarf named that Cologne on my...
Where's your cologne?
On the butthole.
butthole.
The butthole.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice level
For
of
people
ring.
watching who might be familiar with Roll20, these characters are not large. I am making them large on there so it suits better. So 2 squares is 5 foot, essentially. It will still measure out wrong, but we are aware. So how much distance is going to matter how much distances are going to matter in these small quarters and short distances is not clear, but we'll find out.
Okay.
I think limbered up, ready to go.
Yeah.
Look towards you, and sort of like hands twitch up aside. And let's roll initiative.
I will be rolling not in real life because those dice hate me. She says, "Okay, that's fine."
I'm gonna do the same, and because this is a character on D&D Beyond,
I didn't do it. I'm sorry.
I don't know where it rolled twice. It's 11 though, so you have won the initiative.
Cool.
So cool. Should I put music on the Roll20?
If you
Let's do it.
want to. If you
Normal
want.
combat
It might
music.
be loud.
I'm gonna
Fine,
put
I
a
can
bit
turn it
quieter.
down. I can turn it down.
Is that working for people? Cool.
Very quiet.
Very quiet. A little bit louder.
That's good. On my end.
I can't hear anything, maybe.
Okay, if I turn the stream up to max volume. Difficult to tell which is which.
I know, right?
Okay, people tell us in chat if that is louder or we want louder music. But for now, we
I
will
can't hear
continue.
anything, so I don't think the stream can hear it.
Cool.
But
I'm going
that
to turn it up a
is
little
fine.
bit louder.
Oh, wait, I can.
We're gonna people who are in the who are streaming right now are gonna hear that same music playing slightly delayed upon itself. If they are listening in to the Twitch.
Probably should have done this in the break as well.
Yeah, let's go with that music for now, I think, because that is not quite working.
Have some
Cool.
fancy equipment on here that won't let me do both at the moment. That's
Fair
fine.
enough.
Yeah.
But you have won the initiative, and you are the first to act, as they are just a split second behind you before you do something. Let me know what happens.
So we just got a new person in watching for the first time, so I was just gonna say, I am playing Dyanna, who is a bard of eloquence / Bladesinger, and we have a one-on-one fight with her ex-boyfriend, who is a rogue elf. So that's fun.
Yes.
Okay, now let's go.
No, it's not just physical sparring; it's sexual tension sparring as well.
Wow, I'm just gonna put that.
I'll just say it out there like that, okay?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
none of us are saying it's not, apparently. So
Am I incorrect?
We're not. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. So first things first, that Dyanna is gonna do is that she's going to imbue the magic that she's learned over the past few weeks, and she's gonna start the blade song.
Okay.
Yeah.
The magic swirls around you. The sort of light of Atuna sort of dancing along your blade into this roaring fire.
Yeah. I now have a +2 bonus to my AC. I am very fast. I have advantage on acrobatics checks, and I gain a +2 bonus to any con saving throws to maintain a constitutional spell.
Nice.
Cool. And then so as my bonus action, as an action, I will okay, I googled these because they're really funny. I'm gonna use vicious mockery, and I don't know why this one makes me laugh a lot. And I say, I shit in the milk of your family. What is that? Sorry, I thought that was really funny.
Vicious mockery.
I shit in the milk of your family.
Certainly enough to knock him off kilter. I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw. I believe it's wisdom for vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Roll pretty good. I'm rolling 2 dice, and then we're taking the first one, and I'm just accounting for advantage, disadvantage. None here. And for some reason, they're coming up twice on my roll 20, but a 17 total.
That does beat my AC.
So in this instance, shit in the milk does not seem to connect to something, and
shit in the milk does not do it.
Does not do it.
Is Garrick like, but you met my mother?
Yeah, I know. All of
It's
them
more
are like that.
It's more like in this moment, like I knew you were gonna say something, and I was prepared for something cutting, and something weird didn't work because I was. You had so much ammunition, and shit in the milk is nothing.
We live in the same house. We have the same milk.
Yeah.
Any
movement? Yeah. So that makes it. I got 40 foot of movement. So
You could easily close distance here, I believe.
Yeah.
That is, definitely. Remember, every 5 foot is 2.5, so every 10 foot is 5 foot, so that's only 30 foot.
There you go. We'll go up. We'll go up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
As you rush towards them in Bladesong, they are going to see you approach.
I dance over. Why not? Are we voguing? We're voguing. With a sword. No, don't do
that. They are going to sort of watch as you approach, shouting about shit in the milk. And they are going to, like, as you sort of like dance forward with a step, they time perfectly. And on their turn, they're going to use their bonus action to steady aim. As you sort of reach forward, they're going to adjust their body in just a way in order to forgo any movement this turn and just give themselves advantage on the next attack. Which is a rogue ability from Tasha's. One of the new things. It's not even that new now. So as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. You can use this bonus action only if you haven't moved, and it immediately sets your movement to 0 until the end of your current turn. So they just sort of duck low and say, "It's a pretty dance," and they just swing up with a short sword with advantage on the roll. So again, it's rolling twice, and we're just taking the highest. Fuck me! That's a 10 is the highest on... Oh, I didn't... Why did that...
It's a dexterity.
I rolled a dexterity for some reason. It was still a 5 on the roll. 5 plus 8 is 13 to hit, which I don't think does it.
Nah.
No. So that is their turn as they try and cut up with this, but are unable to.
I kind of dance out of the way, and I was like, "It is, isn't it?"
They just like grit their teeth and just unsure why they missed that swing, other than just rotten bad luck. But it's your turn.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is, honey. Okay.
Advantage, I rolled a 2 and a 5. I'm going to take that. That was bad luck.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That is an action. I'm going to do booming blade.
Okay.
Yeah. So it means I can use a melee attack, and then the booming blade just happens as well.
Yes, if it hits.
Yeah. If they move. Cool. Then I will swing with my nice new shiny sword.
Cool. Make a swing.
Wow.
That's a 7
Are
to
we
hit.
just standing here, just like?
So it's what I said. Literally, Metapod versus Metapod.
Damn it!
100%.
Somewhere on mountain, how I was just disappointed.
Metapod,
Yeah,
if both of you
yeah,
were
I can
so
feel
easily hittable, except you had no arms, like like 2 T-Rexes whose heads are pressed against each other.
Yeah, so I rolled a 7, so that's
Cool. Any movement or bonus action?
I'm sure there is. So the booming blade, I think, still on a hit.
Is it? I think you
No,
cast a
it's not a
spell
hit.
as the attack. Yeah.
Yeah. No, then that don't happen. Cool. Cool. No, I don't think there's a bonus action involved in this.
Okay. In that case, I think Garrick is. I think Garrick's gonna do something different because that other thing didn't work. They are going to duck a little bit further back as you sort of like slash with the sword and miss. And they are just going to utter a few arcane words. And can you make me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Oh, not intelligence. Hello Raiders, by the way. Hello.
Ooh, the Raiders.
Yeah.
Some dust.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to stream. We're currently in a sparring session between Dyanna and her ex.
Standard.
He has a whole
Standard.
character behind him, but that tends to be where he falls into the top of the list.
Yeah. I'm more than just your ex. Nope.
No.
Oh, that's a no. That's a no.
You watch as Garrick utters these words, and you see like they pull from the sword this sort of. It almost like it looks like an oil slick on the air, and they whip it towards you as they cast Mind Whip. You take not too much. You take 9 points of psychic damage. You cannot take reactions until the end of your next turn, and on your next turn, you must choose between moving, using an action, or a bonus action. You only get to do one of them. As your mind is sort of racked with just a sudden, like, psychic assault of not pain so much as just confusion of like, okay, fuck, what's going on? As they have racked your mind. As they have done that, and you have no reaction, they are going to move. Again, every 5. Essentially, everybody has a double move here, so they're going to move over to this position here. Because you cannot take a reaction. They still have a bonus action because that was their action.
Does the booming blade happen?
Have a look at the spell. I'm not that familiar with
Yeah.
it. Do they have to be hit by the booming blade from actually to take any damage from it?
Oh,
It
wait,
says
yeah, no, they need
on
to
a
be hit.
on a hit, the target suffers the weapon's normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn.
Okay, so they weren't hit. So
No.
on a hit, that happens, and they weren't hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's fine.
As a bonus action, because he is a rogue, he is going to. He can't really hide in this place, so they're just going to do what they can and then just dash to get all the way over here. They're as far away from you as possible.
Okay. Cool.
It's your turn. You may, with that mind whip, you may take an action, a bonus action, or a movement. It's up to you. The good news is this is something they can teach you if you wish to learn.
Yeah.
True. Coming off that spellbook.
Okay, cool. I will hope that this hits. Can I say, oh, you're running away from me now, huh? And I will cast Guiding Bolt. Oh, please hit. 17 to hit.
17
That's your,
would hit their armor
Nice.
class.
So I
but...
just like swing around and oh no, what is it? You're gonna shield it. Fuck you.
as they duck backwards and just throw their arms up in a familiar pattern, utter, I believe,
Damn it!
shield. It's verbal and somatic. So they utter a quick word that you recognize. You saw Dusk doing the exact same thing in the pit fight versus Hallow. As you see a sudden arcade shield, you know for a fact that would have hit if it hadn't been for that shield. And they look visibly like shook because they were about to get hit. Like, roll the damage for me because I want to see how big this blast was.
It was 16 damage.
He was about to get hit by 16 points of radiant damage. Just boom of radiant damage across the shield. As it fades down, his eyes are wide. I'm like, she's not going to really hurt me too much, is she? But as that is the end of your turn, they are going to drop the sword, take a steady aim, and whip out a dagger and throw that towards you as part of an attack, with advantage because of a steadied aim. Plus 8 to hit. We click the right button this time.
Can I use the my reaction now? Or
you can now. End of your turn has happened. You can use your reactions. That is a 25 to hit you.
Damn it! No, yes, it does.
And so, because they had advantage, they are going to take their sneak attack on top of this.
Yikes.
So I think that's all rolled through. So total of 28 points of damage. But that is the end of their turn as the dagger slams into you. You feel your mind is fully back to your own as Garrick is in front of you.
I'm not down.
Garrick he's a rogue. It's what he does.
Got me like right in the chest, and I'm like, oh.
Sparring.
Right in the chest.
I will say that this is sparring, but at the same time, you have a relationship with this person, and if you know that if you were to say I am in pain, you could probably set him on the back foot.
Yeah, well, I look, I have not many hit points, like very, I am looking like very hurt, and very sad right now.
Spellcaster.
For clarification, he rolled a 6, a 6, a 5, and a 4 on that sneak attack. Yeah. That was not on a normal amount of damage, he's really good. On an insane roll, he's very good.
And it was just outside of my shield. I couldn't do that. Yeah. Okay.
Good. Saw the guiding bolt. Okay, we're serious now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Right. Shut up. Right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big money, no whammies.
No. Oh shit. Is that for the cat?
Maybe.
No, cat on stream. I just noticed.
Yeah.
Doing a nap.
I have no idea what mine is. Something.
But I imagine also probably doing a nap.
Probably. Or harassing some poor dog whilst standing on a
Yes, you do that.
somewhere it cannot get to.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're serious. Cool. I will cast Magic Missile at 4th level.
Okay. No way of avoiding this.
Nope.
So 4th level. Fuck. So standard is 44. No, 3d4 plus 4.
3 extra dots.
So 64 plus 6?
Don't know, whatever it rolls. So
It's definitely not free.
No, it's. Let me do it. Let me actually do that.
Cool.
Oh, well,
Okay.
it didn't do it again. So do I just roll it like many times?
Yeah, roll it. Yeah, roll a d4, the amount of d4, and then it's like roll. What is it? 64, and then add.
So it's 6. Yeah.
Cool. So if you put this command, I'm going to put it onto the roll20. So
yeah, I can do it in here. So
that's how you get it in. If you just want to roll it in with roll20. Oh no, I've done 65s. Press it on.
Yeah, no, right. Let me
God.
let me just say
Oh no, not D5s. Fables D5s.
plus 1.
Nobody thought they
roll
existed.
a d5, we go into a parallel dimension.
Okay, cool. So I'll roll this, and then it'll be plus 4 because I don't know what I'm doing. Plus 4, and then the 5 and the 3 because I've already.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense. So 8 plus 4 makes 12 points of damage, plus 5 plus 3 is another 8, makes a total of 20 points of damage. He's looking like he's almost bloodied from a single hit.
Oh no, so sad.
As just 6 darts just array themselves around him and go like doof, 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 like hitting him at 6 different angles. Ow.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
You still have your bonus action and movement.
I don't have a bonus action. I'm gonna get up close because I don't think.
Oh no, that's a full spell. It's not a cantrip. Bugger.
Yeah, I don't have any bonus action cantrips. I'm gonna get up close again because clearly he wants to run away, but that is not what is happening right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hang on a sec.
Cool.
Okay.
They're not gonna disengage. They are.
Gonna fuck you up.
Go fuck you up. Let's do it. Do it.
Yeah, as you get close, after the sort of hard blow from them, but the hard blow back in return, they're gonna just try and knock you down. So they're going to pick up a short sword, turn it around to a blunt end, and just try and knock you out. Again, using their bonus action to steady aim. They're not going to move this turn. They're just going to try and attack you at advantage. So that is a 23 at advantage.
Oh. Shield.
What does that bump your AC to?
Oh shit, 23. Oh
no!
Fuck!
Oh, hits.
I die. Damn it!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh well, that wasn't very. That was fast.
18, yeah.
Wow, 18.
Jesus.
With the sneak
You
attack.
actually wanted to kill me?
Yeah.
Non-lethal.
They knock you out. Non-lethally, like I said, they turn the butt of it around. Even if they use that as an improvised weapon and a D4, the sneak attack damage would still be 12.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That was fast. See, this is why. This is okay.
There is about. I think I'm make a medicine check real quick.
Make sure they
Give us
haven't
a-
actually like.
Actually,
Does
Oh,
Dyanna get
Good
stabbed and immediately
Oh.
hears, "Oh shit"?
5.
If Diana comes back with concussion, I swear to God.
So
there is a moment.
he's been shanking her, so it's probably a bloody.
There's one definite like stab wound from the dagger. They try and
Which is
like
still in there.
yeah, they try and bring it back real quick. Oh, should I touch?
Can I make it dramatic? Like he hit me on the head, but I'm like,
Your
Yeah.
full Shakespearean
Shakespeare
death
death.
scene.
yeah. I want a Shakespeare death.
You're not dead. You're very much just unconscious and
Just.
stable. But they go and try and find someone, and in this space, I'm going to say that the nearest person they find is as you wake up and are brought around, you see a dark-skinned gnomish individual with like a sword on and spear and crossbow on their back, just leaning over and go, "You are not looking so good. Is there something I can do to just you relax? You relax. Here, he puts it like a cold towel on your head. Okay, you're going to hate me for this, and then you're going to be really thankful for me for this. So I'm going to count down from 3. Are you ready? 3, and he pulls the dagger out of you on the 3, and just begins bandaging the wounds. Like, it's okay. You're going to be absolutely fine. Garrick, was it? Could you go and get me somebody who potentially has some healing magic?
Wait. I can do it myself. No. I'll
Okay.
heal myself for 12.
Wow! you watch all of your wounds like knit, like there's still bruises everywhere, but all of like anything that's actively bleeding is
Well,
okay. So I don't need the bandage.
But yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the bandages are not necessary now. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, so you guys were sparring in my arena, which was not something I knew you wanted to do. This is absolutely something we can do. I'm
Sorry.
reading that there's maybe something else going on here. If you want to talk, Gael is here.
Are you a therapist?
I am a traveler who has learned a lot, has meditated on what I have learned, and trying to offer that wisdom to other people. Some of that wisdom is how best to wield a weapon to destroy your enemies, and some of that is how to appreciate yourself and others around you.
Oh, okay.
So their medic is also the group's therapist. Cool. Okay, we go.
Yeah, and the one who punches people. Oh. Nice. You can do everything. Maybe I
Except
need
speak in
some...
the first person.
Yeah.
I am seeing
Yeah.
if maybe you want me to leave the situation. So that is, I feel like probably what I'm going to do. Am I reading this correctly? Is this more of a private affair? You know what? I'm going to turn around. I'm going to move away. If you want me to stay, then that is what you say. Okay. Okay. And they begin to move away and leave you and Garrick.
Do you know that guy?
Oh, great.
He's the one who. I've only been here. I've been here as long as you've been here. Look, he's the one who's. Look, he was the first one I saw. He said he knew how to catch you
Might
up.
have known him. I don't know. I was just a question.
No, I don't know him. It looks like he's been here for a while. I think he's spoken to Taxes. That's a whole fucking other thing. Look, are you okay?
Well,
I'm sorry. I got carried away.
I clearly need some more practice, cause
You are. Yeah, you.
Ow.
I know. I've had to take people out in close quarters. This is close quarters. So this is where I do well. So maybe I was just trying to show off a bit by having this fight here. Maybe next time we spar, it's not 30 feet away from each other.
Okay.
But at the same time, I think I probably just got a bit lucky as well.
Maybe. I don't know how to use this shit yet, so I need some more practice, clearly.
Then, yeah. I'm always here if you want to practice. I promise to tone it down next time. I think I've.
No, that's not what I want. That's not gonna help anyone, is it? That's not gonna help me.
Okay. I promise to keep it on the level with you.
I mean, that's holding back.
No,
That's holding back. I was gonna say. I think he's gone.
He's so offended.
Yeah,
Garrick sneaked away.
he did. Not so sneaky.
Just adding to my
God,
notes.
oh wait. Oh.
Just added to the notes. It is awkward.
When has it not been awkward? That's my question.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, is it not letting him back in?
That's cool. Let's go for a break and then we'll come back in a minute.
We'll come
Okay.
back in a second, guys.
Yeah. So we will
Be right back.
see
We need
you
to summon
in a
our
few
DM.
minutes. Yeah.
We've got to
We
sacrifice
lost
to make.
him. Okay. Bye.
Back in a minute.
Hello.
Sorry about that. Tech issues my end,
Tech
and we have
issues.
tried to fix them, and it's not quite working. Who knows if it will.
You're with
Anyway,
us now.
we are all together now.
Yes.
And we are all back in our wonderful world of Osasris, in the virtues of Osnan, on the mercy of Osnan, in a mine where Garrick is standing over Dyanna, incredibly confused and also guilty over having won their spar. Yeah.
I think Dyanna has gone from like kind of like sitting up and just being like, ow, just being like, just like she's more like annoyed than anything. She's like, ugh, fuck's sakes. Yeah, so I need more practice clearly. So
Yeah, I don't think it'd be wrong. What you were doing with the mockery, that would have worked most of the time. Just maybe not the shit in the milk thing.
I mean, it was hilarious. No, I understand.
No, if you can throw a rogue's or throw somebody's head off when they're trying to pick a spot on you to hit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what meant I could have hit you so hard. Any kind of disadvantage you can throw my way. I think I got a bit lucky.
I tried.
Yeah. You did.
I tried twice. Yeah.
No more shit in the milk. I think.
No, understood.
How would you ruin perfectly good milk?
By shitting in it. And make you sad. By shitting your milk.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I know.
Cocoa Pops, right?
Hmm?
It's just Cocoa Pops.
Oh, come on.
That's all it is, right?
No.
No? Oh.
You're not here.
I go that sponsorship.
Cocoa Pops. It's like.
Well, there goes the Nestle sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bath and clean up because I'm sweaty as fuck.
Wait, is there actual baths?
Yeah, there's like that room with the waterfall where Taxis had her like steam.
Yes.
Breathing.
Steamy session.
Like monk session, like connecting to her key. Yeah. So
yeah. Yeah, I
Garrick's
mean, I
going
am
there.
covered in blood.
You've
So.
gone quiet, Bree. Is it everybody's
Hello?
gone quiet for me, or is it just you?
More
that's gone
tech.
I
quiet?
can
No,
hear
sounded
you.
fine.
Everybody's
Do
good.
I
And now
sound
I can
quiet?
hear everyone again.
There we go.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh God! What did you
Gremlins
do?
in the machine.
You did
Gremlins
something.
are-
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm covered in blood. So waterfalls. It sounds great.
He has his like big, like as he takes the studded leather armor off, you can see the big concussive like bruises, where these magic darts hit him essentially. Yeah, and he's just.
I did that.
Okay. Yeah, yes, he did. And he's,
Nice.
yeah, he takes off the shirt, and very much like the picture of our stream,
Yeah.
is just applying some cold water to the areas before like sort of wrapping it in a cold towel, like a cold compress to these bruises.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm still quite bloodied, even though I healed
you
myself.
yourself.
But I'm just gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, I got a scar." Ah.
You know me? Yeah, no, you've got a scar now. You said don't hold back.
I know, and I'm not angry at you. I'm not.
Just disappointed.
No, I'm disappointed with myself.
You shouldn't be. You just, yeah. Like I said, you get me next time. Hey, maybe not me. Try brick. I don't know.
Wow. Maybe. Yeah.
Brick.
Not Siege. He scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
Yeah, he does that. To be honest, I think it's almost part of what he does, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And he's also really busy. Everybody's busy.
It's a tight ship up here. I thought we were
Yeah.
running. I thought we were being, super organized, but this place just runs like a machine.
They've got it. Nailed.
Have you seen Splitlick? I haven't seen him in. I have no idea how long. I mean, I haven't seen him since we arrived here. And that's been
Oh no. No, actually. No. Do you?
Oh,
Shit.
sure, it's fine.
Sure, it's fine. Yes.
Yeah, we'll go find him. I'm sure it's fine.
Sure.
I'm sure.
Um.
Okay, not hide, but I'm sure someone. Taxes will probably know.
Do you know where Dawn and Dusk are as well? I thought we were gonna meet them here.
No, I didn't see them. To think of it, sort of a day or so before before you were in Benalicia. I saw them then.
Aren't they supposed to be here? Isn't that the point?
Well, I mean, we didn't know we'd have to get out so fast. Maybe the messages got to them. I guess everybody who got to the base got the message that we were headed for here or headed for the tunnels.
Do they know where they're going?
I don't know. I haven't seen them in that time. But you know, they're smart, strong, fast. I don't know how to send a message to them.
Yeah. Oh, you said that. It's gonna sound so bad. You said that you couldn't finish that song that you were writing. Do you want help with that, or do you want to go and chop some onions?
He looks down at his half-naked body. You wanna help me finish that story? Are you in Halite? I didn't know that was.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I think I misunderstood what you meant by
Oh.
finishing the story, the song.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Ah.
Hmm.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe we should just no. We're adults. We're adults. We are we're elves. We're hundreds of years old. We can handle this in a mature way.
Yeah. I believe that we
the
could
first step
in the future.
I'm gonna put a shirt on. I'm gonna put clothes on the top of my body, and that's our first step to that.
I don't think that'll make any difference. I'm not sure about that.
No, it's cold in here. It's winter, and you
Okay.
can fully see my nipples through the shirt. It's not helping.
No, I don't think it's gonna. You got a white T-shirt and it's wet. I don't. It's not gonna. That's not
It's a wet T-shirt. It didn't help at all.
No.
Listen.
No.
Listen.
Wait.
I think you've got some things to figure out. I've got
Me?
some things to figure out.
Would you? Would you? Right now? Would you?
They look like a rabbit in the headlights as they are like.
You would. Right now, in the.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe I don't. My head has been a whole fucking book for a very long time. And I thought you were dead. And look, I didn't think I'd ever see you again, and here you are. And yes, okay. And then you sang that song, and that I thought that was a closed end, and then suddenly I thought, that's an open again, and I didn't want it to be because I thought I knew what was going on. And now I don't think I know anything.
I thought I knew what was going on then, and you sang a song, and then now you're like you want to help me to help you finish the story, and then you would do it under the waterfall, and I just
Look, I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't, because
no, it's not.
What if you were gonna ask me if
What?
If you asked me if I still have feelings for you, of course I have some feelings for you there. But do I think it's a good idea? No. But can I deny that? No. I'm not a wise man. I know how to craft a spell. I have no idea what the fuck. But look, I don't think that's the most important thing in either of our lives right now. I just think that I appreciate you in a lot of different ways, and I need to talk to someone outside of the wheel of you and me and you and Halite.
You could talk to the therapist.
Maybe I should talk to Kyle.
Yeah. That's what he's here for.
Listen, my head. Okay. Just try and I care about you deeply, and I feel like in some way I haven't let that part of our relationship fully go yet, and maybe that's what I need to talk to Kyle about, because
yes, I think so, because I think yeah.
What would help me, and could that ever happen between us? And I need you to give me a yes or no.
I can see Doran right there. God damn it. Just looking.
I will duck down.
No, look at them all like up in the camera. Um, guys, I I would like to think that this is happening in real life.
There's a slight trickle of a waterfall to the side.
Could it happen? Could it happen? Absolutely. It could happen. In the correct, maybe the correct circumstances. Like a wet t-shirt competition under a waterfall. No. No. Same question.
I love you, but you fuck with my head. You know that?
Me? You're the one who... Me?
I'm gonna get some air.
Well, no, you asked me. Now I'm asking you.
Okay. What do you ask? Could I see us happening?
Did you want it to? And could you see it?
I could see it happening.
Right.
I don't see a way where it does happen and we don't hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's a whole bag of fuck.
Whole bag of fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So, you asked if it could happen, and I'm not... Like, it absolutely could, but that's not what should happen or what will happen.
Okay.
I love Halite very much. He is a very, very sweet person, and you know that. You've seen it.
I
Took you a while, but you've seen it. And his
love
heart,
him, man.
his heart is just the biggest heart in the whole world, and he's lovely. And he you didn't see me after I left Harling's Rest. You didn't see that part of me, and he brought out the best in me in the last year or so. So I love him for that. I also love that he loves me unconditionally. At the same time, I understand what you're saying. And since I saw you again, it's been very confusing. And I thought it was over, and then it wasn't, and then it was, and then it wasn't, and now it's not again, and I'm confused, and you're confused, and everyone's confused.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what is happening between me and Halite, and I hope he comes back. And if he does, then I hope that he will still want to be with me. But I'm getting that vibe that is not gonna happen.
Okay. Let's agree that this is a busy place. People are doing stuff, and it's important stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to happen until Halite is back and we know how he feels. So, at least until then, nothing is going to happen.
Absolutely.
So, let's just...
Put some clothes on?
Put some
Put
fucking
some
clothes
clothes on. Okay.
He takes like a jacket and he puts it over the t-shirt and like wraps it around.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go train with Kyle. See what I can learn from him.
Have a chat. I
Have a chat.
heard what you said earlier, and I need to go and speak to Splitlick. And
Okay.
find him, and I will find Taxes to ask her where Splitlick might be. I'm gonna go
Alright.
in this direction.
I'm gonna go in the other one.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's only one door. Okay.
They just stand in the corner for a while. Yeah, you go find Taxes.
Can I come up now?
Yes!
Yes.
Knew you
Oh
were
my
there the
God.
whole time.
All I got from that entire awkward session is me and Highlight are best friends.
See, I did sneaking. I did a thing.
You
proud of
did!
You did!
You did so good, buddy.
You did, buddy. I'm so proud of you.
Ah.
You're not here. I hate it. Oh.
If people have particular scenes, obviously we're getting later on now. I think we're going to have a scene between Dyanna and Taxes. I want to do one last scene with Halite, if it is okay. If anybody else wants anything, obviously throw it in chat or just tell me now. But
Forever hold your peace.
yeah,
Yeah.
or for tonight, hold your peace. As Dyanna finds Taxes, unless Taxes is not trying to be found
I mean, Taxes is just
around.
Taxes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. No, I have a scar. She literally I don't know what she's wearing, but pull it up or open it out. Look at it! Ow.
Why?
Thought I'd try out my new blade singing shit. It didn't fucking work out.
Okay.
Just need to be stronger.
I mean, it's just practicing.
Yeah. She's pissed off.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to practice, we could spar later or something, and I'll try and help you.
That would be good. I would love that. Thank you.
Well, I take out my little book and write it in my little calendar if I schedule it.
Schedule it.
Oh my god, have you got spreadsheets?
Yes.
Oh my god!
All hand
That's so
drawn.
hot! Oh, Sarah, please. Bree is a fan of spreadsheets. I don't know if anyone else knows that. Anyway, yeah, yeah, I'd like to practice. Maybe tomorrow, because my whole chest area is in pain. So tomorrow.
Yeah, you just the best.
Yeah. Have you seen Splitlick? Because I haven't seen him since we got here.
Have I seen? I probably haven't been playing in all honesty.
It's been like you arrived with him. You saw him the first couple of days. You know roughly where he is, but you haven't really gone in to check in on him. He's in a room like slightly deeper into the mines. You know he's just fully going wild and mental shit in there.
Is he?
It's not something the newer arrived party would have interacted with yet.
He's
You know where he
probably
is?
I mean, he's probably down in the mines a little. He's got a little room to himself.
Okay. Can we go check up on him?
Yeah.
Like, sneaky,
Oh,
sneaky?
Sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
they're just, not sneaky, but just quiet and absolutely sneaky.
We're sneaking. Okay.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go and see Split Leg.
Okay. Are you trying to
Yes.
make a stealth check about it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Apparently so.
I got more than the rogue.
I don't
You
sneak.
did.
I do sneak. It's an 18.
You're
14.
both fairly quiet, easy to cling to the shadows in this place. As Taxis leads the way, it's a little easier for you to follow behind and sort of miss the steps that she took could have been out of light because you see what she's doing. You reach this area and you hear sort of like almost like mechanical, like rivet bolts kind of thing going on. You turn the corner and you see the thing that is most obvious in the center of this room is a large spring that is at the bottom is buried into the ground, so it's like a stable fixed position. And at the top of that spring, sort of bobbing back and forth, almost like like those air inflatables that sort of go like back and forth kind of thing. Bobbing around on the top of that spring is a disembodied head that is just fully vibing, just moving themselves around, going, "This is fantastic! It's not a body, but woo!" As they are just vibing as hard as they can back and forth on the top. And they appear to be able to rotate their head about like 360 degrees at the top, and they see you. They do not see you approaching as they're going. What are you working on there? Let me. I can see it now. Back, and you can see Splitlick in the corner, not immediately in front of you. Seems to be working on some kind of mechanical. It looks like a plank of metal that they are working different aspects of. If that makes sense.
Maybe I should have checked that anymore.
Yeah. I'll turn to you and be like, "What the fuck?"
I'm not
And
gonna lie.
sign. Yeah.
Yeah, easily able to feed scans to each other.
Yeah, literally. I've been a bit distracted the last day or so.
Yeah.
Why is he giving him a spoon?
Well, I don't know. Do we wanna go in or go leave?
I mean, how far can this spoon reach me now? Because it can now bite me. It's close.
It's like it controls like it has like 5 foot radius of movement on this thing from a fixed point. There's like a 5 foot radius circle in the middle of this room, which this thing can sort of bob its way over and if it wanted to.
But why? Why? Do we want to ask why, or do we just? Do
we ask why?
I feel like that
we
is
should.
a long conversation that I do want to genuinely talk to him, but that is weird as fuck.
Yeah. Maybe with dinner?
Yeah.
If it was with dinner, then we'll ask.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe, yeah, check to see where those extra foods are going, okay? Because it might be him and this head, or it might be something else.
The numbers match.
Yeah.
The last thing you sort of see is Splitlick putting 2 aside, sort of mounting up from this sort of plank. It's not quite very much. It's more like a really flattened sheet of metal, but sort of how you're sort of interpreting it. You see what looks like a cogwheel has been carved from that. And it's maybe like, again, 5 foot in diameter cogwheel. It's just been mounted on the side. They seem to be going right back to what they were doing.
Making it a body.
Yeah, does it look like a body or does it look like
No.
What
Just
does
looks like
it
a
look
big.
like? Box.
It looks like a cogwheel that could be mounted onto something else.
Oh.
You guys have
enough
enough familiarity with technology as it exists in present day Empire to know what a cogwheel is. Like, it turns windmills, it turns water wheels. Your dad, as a blacksmith, would have had like water wheels with cogs in there, like for like powered hammers, kind of things like that. And Taxes has read up on a lot of things, enough to know what a cogwheel looks like. But yeah, it doesn't look huge, but it's enough that like this could turn something heavy.
And he's putting that onto a thing, or he's just.
He looks like he's mounting it, ready to do like stuff to it later, like file down the edges.
Right.
He's not mounting it onto anything at the moment, so much as like that one's nearly done. And I'll sort that out later. But he's clearly making cogs for something.
Okay. Should we come back later?
Oh, yeah, come back later.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Just back away slowly. Like, what the fuck?
I can't even insight any of this shit.
No. just. But I think
We'll
we
get a
should
drink.
follow him. Yeah, let's get some wine, and I think we should follow him. Maybe later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird as fuck.
Wait. That's enough taxes and like.
Taxes to Dyanna show. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Oh Christ.
You two stop finding random NPCs doing random shit.
Well, maybe they shouldn't be doing random shit.
Yeah.
Maybe you should stop spying on them in their abode.
No. Maybe they should be doing dodgy shit.
Nothing he's doing is dodgy. He's an engineer making
He's an engineer
He
making
has a
cogs.
head on a spring.
because he wants to talk to it.
No, you can talk to him when it's right there.
He established this. He wandered into a massive thing of explosives, picked up the head and went, I like this, and then put it into a bag where it screamed space.
But now it's
on a spring.
I don't
You also
understand.
fundamentally misunderstand how weird this person is.
How tall is the spring?
I'm gonna say it's maybe like 5-6 foot, so that they could have that full 5 foot radius around them.
It's
I could peek
It's
its
a
ass.
big spring! Yeah. Oh, Taxes.
Oh.
Should I
Oh.
send Milo in?
Yeah, why not?
What?
Yeah, why not at this stage?
Alright, okay.
Does Armless sense monkeys to be like part human?
No.
No.
It's magic. I
Hey,
will.
buddy.
Hey, Taxes, give me a scrap of paper.
And I pull out my book and I got like a little pocket in the back of the book where I keep
Okay. I'll write on it. I'll just be like,
Yes.
Yeah. No, what am I saying? Here to help.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come up for air, and then poof, Milo. Give that to Milo, and
make sure you sign your name.
well, he knows I'm my monkey, right? No, he does.
He doesn't.
Dyanna.
Okay.
in brackets, this is Milo. Give that to Milo. And
Okay. Cool.
back up.
Is Milo trying to be stealthy at all?
No. He's we're gonna back up.
Cool.
And
You
then
back up.
Milo
You send
gets
Milo in. You guys hear from a distance.
I'll hold on to Taxis and I'll look through it. His eyes.
Okay. You look through it. You see the head like swivel as Milo approaches and goes, and now there's a monkey! Why not? As they just fully bobbing back and forth. I think there's a character from a Magic Roundabout that's sort of like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
that's...
horrified by that show.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, what?
Horrified by Magic Roundabout.
Did Sarah know what Magic Roundabout?
Yeah, I know about Magic Roundabout.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I'm so old. Okay.
It's a movie. Like, I know it's from.
Split turns around, sees Milo, does not know what Milo is. But there's a sheet of paper, and they are curious enough an individual that, yeah, this might as well happen. And they take a sheet of paper from a monkey they've never seen before and read it. They nod and they sign towards a monkey, assuming somebody on the other end knows what is being interpreted. It's almost like you can see their facial expressions as they do this, which helps because it's almost sarcastic, like a haha, yeah. I usually come up for dinner. I should do that more often. He looks towards it. He kept asking for a body. This is more fun.
You teach the monkey how to sign.
Yeah.
The monkey's going to be able to speak thieves' cant and I can't.
The monkey can follow your telepathic commands, so you can get the monkey to do this.
I swear to God, it took me an entire level to learn thieves' cant.
And the monkey just knows it.
What the fuck?
It doesn't
Pretty sure
know it, but you know it, and you can make it do it.
It took
Okay.
over 2 months to get the basics.
Pretty sure the monkey is more intelligent than that, though.
Might well be.
Maybe.
And speaking of, is there anything anything more you wish to do in this scene?
Also drink wine.
Drink
And back away. But no.
Doran, can you roll me a survival check for Halite? I'm sorry that there's not been a lot of Halite back and forth in this episode.
It's fine. I've just been cringing in the background.
Up a
Cool.
mountain.
Me too. Except in the foreground and very much causing it.
Highlight sense a disturbance in the boyfriend force and rolls a 9 for his survival.
9.
Aw.
He's
It
like,
takes you-
she's like, something bad's happened.
It takes you a better part of 2 days as not a storm so much as at this height, any rainfall becomes a cold, snowy downfall. As you pull yourselves over the ledge and realize there is no more ledge to climb.
Just heavy breathing.
Very much on your back, just taking a good 10 minutes at this altitude to just readjust yourself to the oxygen you have lost climbing up this high.
Roughly, what is the altitude? Give me a fucking curveball.
Nice.
High.
Hi.
The altitude, yes.
Yes.
It is an altitude.
What's Ben Nevis? That's a high mountain in England that's not super.
I mean, it's not in England for one.
Scotland. I must stop you there.
Scotland. UK. I do apologize. What's Penny Fan? That's probably the best.
Pen Irvan.
Penny Fan.
Pen Irvan is a hill compared to everything else.
What's the highest peak in Wales?
No,
That's
no.
not true. No, this will be a Pen Irvan compared to the glory of.
Snowden, but also not. It's not like I've done that. That's not a thing.
As a rough no, because you can climb Penavan in like a day and go home.
A couple of hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, K2.
K2, whatever that is. It's
Kilimanjaro.
It's a
super high. The clouds are have they been below you at this point? I don't know mountains.
Kilimanjaro. It's very, very cold and it's very, very high.
That one. That's too
That
bad.
one.
28,250 feet.
There you are.
Yes.
It's high.
High.
Yeah.
Not the highest in the world. It's high.
Yes. No, because I'm just thinking, because Goliaths have a specific thing about being in high altitudes.
Yes, this would definitely count. If that was the point of the question, yes, that would definitely.
Well, it's only up to a certain height is the whole thing. Yeah. I think we've blown past it.
In our world, giant kin are used to heights of the highest mountain in the divide, so yes, that would definitely count.
Cool. So he just takes a minute to just breathe and looks around from upside down from his surroundings.
Yeah, it is a starry night. There's obviously this like constant slow fall of like snowflakes coming down, but you have never seen the stars. Minoria and Majoria are so both bright in the sky. You can see like way far in the distance. Actually, no, you can't. Like through the even though it's a slow amount of snow, over time it blocks off a view of the rest of the mountain range, and you cannot see the other two peaks. But you are at probably the third highest point in the empire, certainly before the dwarves were invaded. It's quiet. There's this. Go for it, yeah.
Hallie just starts crying. Not like he just not sobbing, but he just starts tearing and just letting his body not recover from the climb, but like just feel it. Like he doesn't need to be tense right now all the time. Like he doesn't have to have 3 points of contact at every single opportunity he can. He can just not relax, but he can just let it wash over him, like the ache of his muscles, the bruises he's earned, the cuts he's earned, the sweat and blood he's left on this mountain. He can let himself just feel it, and he just starts crying, looking up at the stars and moons.
In this place, there is no one, nothing to hear. But it doesn't make it any less what it is. As you just let emotion take over. There is there's evidence that you're not the first person to ever crash this mountain. You know that Siege mentioned that they might have done this trail before. You can see that there's not like so much as a cave, so much as just like a small bit of shelter from the snow. And given the lightness of the night, how exhausted you are, it makes a fairly good shelter for what you've been used to on your travel up here. As you, yeah.
I was going to
Please
say,
go ahead.
Does it look like animals have been up here, like creatures?
No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't look like animals have ventured up this far. There's no need to climb to the peak unless you are, unless you're out to prove something to yourself. Please stop me if I'm presuming too much, but you move to space, you pull skins around you in your bedroll, you make yourself comfortable knowing that you have achieved what you set out to do. And at the peak of what is now called Osland's Mercy, you sleep. And as you sleep, you dream. You dream of the climb up here in the mountain, and as you see yourself climbing the mountain, your vision begins to drift out. See yourself as a figure almost in the third person, climbing that mountain. And then you're almost watching, and the longer you watch, the less the mountain becomes something physical, more like an idea. You see the stars around it. You see the mountain become not transparent so much as just permeable. Feel energy flowing through it like an open door. And you feel yourself breathe that in, and it's like you're choking. And as you cough yourself awake with a splutter, the last thing you see, and hopefully Bree still have that image prepared for the dreamer.
Yeah, no. No,
Okay.
sorry. I thought it was not set today.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I will describe what you see, and then I think we'll put it on our socials, or just try and get it near towards the end of the stream. You see a swirl of red and a sense of fear. The idea of something old and entombed. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
What? What?
But yes, what? Pardon.
What?
Only one of you have seen that.
Is it
Yeah, exactly.
my fear? Is it someone else's fear?
You know what?
Right now.
It
I'm
might
gonna
be,
find it, I think.
if you find it. If you go through our chat, it's
Yeah, I can't do that.
cool.
But I will try.
Yeah, this sort of swirling red, almost like the first light at dawn. But yeah, old, trapped is the things that you catch in your head as you sort of cough yourself awake, because it feels like you are choking on this sort of acrid energy that comes up from it. But you're at the top of Osmond's Mercy at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I crashed my computer.
That's fine. We'll
Oh,
get it for next
no.
session.
Yeah.
We will get it for next
Yeah.
session. Full disclosure, it is from an AI art generator, but it's pretty good for what I wanted for a dream representation of.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's sick. But yeah, thank you so much, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, that was
Very
great.
welcome.
Thank
That
you
was
so
a good
much.
session.
Pulled you in plenty of directions this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to keep you on your toes.
And so does my tech issues, apparently.
Also mine now.
That was the longest blackout I've had, I think.
Shit. I wanna get this. I really wanna get this, but I can't.
Yeah, well,
it's fine. We'll start next
session with it. The nightmare inducing.
Because it'll be good for us to be refreshed on it anyway.
That's a good question.
Yep.
Did it feel like a nightmare?
Let me.
It felt like a
Give me
nightmare.
2 seconds.
It did feel like a nightmare. It was vivid, but it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yep. We'll give you 2 seconds. Another thing we can do as well is if you guys watching want to see what this thing looks like, we can always post this onto our socials, which is another way that you can interact with our stream, interact with the Fumble folks as well.
Discord.
In our Discord.
The wrong way.
Yeah, it's a fantastic way to keep track of both this stream and all the streams that are on the Fumble folks. I am realizing how little I'm qualified to talk about all this now, because this is pretty much the only stream I do.
Which is why we'll stay quiet and let you keep going.
Yeah, why not? Let's fumble it.
Hello.
Ooh. It's all gone dark.
All vanished.
Yeah, we
We're
have.
still
We
here.
have that.
We're still here.
Right.
Yeah, you keep talking.
We're
Just the
promise we're
camera's
still
on.
here. I think we're getting
We're
a
on
nightmare
Twitter,
picture.
we're on Facebook, we are in Discord that you can see on there. Discord is an ever-growing community. We keep both D&D fans here, but also gaming, which is a lot of what we do on this channel as well. We are also proud to say that we have a Patreon, which you should check out because we have new maps that are going on there. Always looking to work with our fans to develop part of this homebrew world as well. If you're interested in our homebrew world as well, then please get on a Patreon, get in our Discord, ask us questions. We might even sort of like take some of your ideas and put it into a world if we think it's really cool. But obviously, we'll talk with you about that. If you think there's something you want to see on the stream, a tabletop RPG, a video game that you love, put it in the Discord, put it on Twitter. Let us know if it's something you want to see. It's something we can do.
Was.
All right, you ready? It's up.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
we got a nightmare
Yeah.
vision. My Twitch is really behind, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Here we go.
Let's see.
It is struggling a bit.
Bring it to the big
See
screen.
how much faster everyone's Twitch is running for everyone else.
wow.
And
Yeah.
what is
Shit.
the fuck is that?
That's it. Yeah, that's for one.
That's the one.
What is that?
What? That is.
That's what you see.
I
What
love
do I
those
see?
AI
I
generators.
My
They
brain
are.
can't
Yeah.
comprehend it.
They are
So cool.
nightmare generators. They.
The fire?
I saw that. Like, I typed in the words I wanted. I saw that. I was like,
Yeah.
yes.
That's it.
Mhm.
Lush.
Yeah.
No highlights, we can't fight it. Not yet.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have a face I can punch. I don't understand.
It's like
Does
a
it have a
living
face?
mountain.
Does it have 50 faces? I don't understand. Where is this face?
Yes.
Yes. And no. And who knows?
That's creepy as hell. Maybe it is
And I
hell.
love it.
Oh, I like it when I can properly freak out my players. I'm not doing a good job as a DM if I'm not freaking out my players just a little bit.
Sorry, I
to be-
didn't get it
to be-
ready.
To be
No,
fair,
it's fine. It's fine.
To be fair, you've already freaked us out by having our engineer put the robot's head on a
That-
spring.
On a spring,
That was
I
weird.
don't
I'm
think
ex-
it could be any
I-
worse. To be honest. This is fine.
I might draw some fan out of that myself because I quite like it. That's not something I had in advance. I was like, what would Splitlick do with his head? Probably leave it, or would
On a
he?
coil.
He wouldn't give it a body because he knows that's stupid, but he also would kind of enjoy fucking with it in a way that it might enjoy as well at the same time. Always like hazing, like, hey, here's your body, it's a spring. And now he has resources. He has steel. He has a lot of steel, and he's going to use that. Yeah. Cool. So, thank you everyone for watching. Are there any other messages?
Yeah.
In our chat, we've got merch, y'all. That still feels weird. We've got a Redbubble page.
Also
and you can-
have physical copies of this one shot
Which is
that we-
incredible looking.
we wrote, like Ben wrote, and it's for brand new GMs. That's very
And
nice.
brand new players.
Brand new players, brand new GMs. And if you're, I believe, only in the UK though, maybe. You can get this from a Rules of Play website, which is there. And you can get it as a PDF as well on Drive-Thru RPG.
Yes.
So yeah, we are
Designed by the wonderful Bree, proofread by the gorgeous Phil. Kind of shambled together by the hairy one here.
yeah.
Stop out of selling yourself.
Never.
I've had a good read.
It's
It's
good.
a fantastic adventure. Please do check it out.
So yeah,
It's exciting.
our
We read
very first book in the flesh. Yay!
It felt very weird holding a physical thing that we'd put together of doing D&D, and today we went round
with our logo on it.
Some brick and mortar places, and instead of chasing us out with sticks, they actually liked it, and we've got some that are on sale and stuff, which is amazing to us and mind blowing to me at least.
So sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay! Doing D&D is fun.
So you could get it delivered. I'm not sure if they do international, but they
have a look.
They do around the UK. So yeah. Orange.
Stuff and orange. orange stuff. What more do you need?
The next
Orange
one is
stuff.
teal. That's what you need.
Yes! But you'll get to see that eventually.
Yes.
Because even these guys haven't seen this one yet.
What you need to do, you need like rainbow colours, so like when everyone gets a whole collection,
Ah,
it's like a proper rainbow.
Wow. Now that's.
I mean, we're getting it.
Yeah. We have 3.
That's an interesting thought.
Does that mean that our LGBTQ flag for when it comes to Pride Month is just a
and
display
also
of our,
beyond merch? That is cheeky as fuck.
That's the most corporate thing we could do.
Yeah. Let's jump on that bandwagon. So yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Thank
you, Sam. Thank you, team.
Yes, thank you everyone.
Thank you,
Craig.
everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye.
Catch you all soon. Bye.
Bye.